It's actually 60 degrees out today. It's Sunday, November 18th, and it's very unusual for this time of year in Wisconsin. So I think it's time to, go play with the 40. Had enough fun playing with the old Buick today. We'll be back at it. It ain't going nowhere. So stay tuned. Well, like I said, I went and bebopped around in the 40. Haven't changed oil in it since got the car on the road. So I got about 300 miles on it. I figured I'd dump it since it's nice and warm now. But I ran it up to a town north of here. They got gas that doesn't have ethanol in it, and I've been trying to run non-ethanol gas in this car. And I'm there and putting gas in the car, and you have the trunk open and put gas in because that's for a fuel cell. That's how you fill it. And this older lady comes over, and she had to be, in her 70s. Kind of old and frail looking. Must have just been walking by. And she walks over, and she's kind of looking at the car, and she looks at me, and looks at the car again. She looks at me, and I'm just, getting done putting the gas nozzle back in the pump and closing the trunk, and she's like, "Awesome car." And I go, "Well, thank you." And she's looking at it, she goes, "Get on it when you leave. I want to hear it. I want to hear this thing go." I kind of giggled. It's like, okay. So I went in, paid for my gas. As I left, she was walking down the sidewalk a little bit further. Got on it hard, and I don't know what she thought. Maybe she was an old gearhead from way back, or she had a husband that was an old gearhead. I don't know, but hopefully I put a smile on her face. Kind of a cool little story today. Had a weird one yesterday. Got out of work, had a work Saturday, and I knew the mat rod was getting low on diesel fuel, so I ran that over to a place over down the road in town here. There again, you open the trunk up, put fuel in it, because the fuel cell's in the trunk. Lady inside the gas hut just starts screaming at me, "You can't put gas in your trunk, you can't fill up gas cans like that," and on and on. I go, "Lady, it's a fuel cell. I'm putting, well, you can't put diesel in your trunk like that." I go, "It's a fuel cell. I'm putting..." I bet you I tried explaining it to her for a good, 3 minutes, and she walked over and she's like, no, you're putting..." And I had a red gas can in there that was, for gas, not diesel. She wouldn't believe me. It's like, fine, whatever. And I closed the trunk and went to the next station, and I should have just went to that station in the first place because they kind of know me, and pulled up, opened the trunk up, filled up with diesel, walked in, and, no problems. Interesting weekend I'm having so far, but I figured I'd share that with you. You may care, you may not care. But like I said, changing oil on a 40. It's got about, like I said, a couple hundred miles on it. That's it. Later.